Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the heat diffuser in the Hotpoint dryer. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a Phillips and a flathead screwdrivers, 1/4-inch nut driver, a Torx 25 screwdriver, and a smaller Torx 9 screwdriver to fit in the opening. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new heat diffuser. The heat diffuser is mounted on the rear of the drum. It diffuses hot air inside the drum. The main reason to replace the diffuser is if it gets corroded and leaves rusty spots on laundry or starts tearing them apart. To get it apart, we need to open the door. Our next step would be to remove 2 Phillips screws, 1 in each corner. I'm using a Phillips screwdriver, and I'm gonna take them out. So then we can remove the top panel. Let's close the door for now. Now we're at the back of the dryer, and I'm going to use the Phillips screwdriver to take out 3 screws at the top that holds the control panel. All right, now I'm going to tilt this control panel slightly forward. I'm going to slide it to my left just a bit, and I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to put it down here, out of the way. Next, after we remove the control panel and put it aside, out of the way, you're going to lift up on the top and slide it out. After we remove the top, we need to take out 2 1/4-inch screws, 1 in each upper corner, so we can remove the front panel. I'm using a nut driver, and the second one in the opposite corner. Now we need to remove the front panel. I'm going to lift on the drum and pull out the panel from underneath of the drum, tilt it forward, and now we're going to pull this panel up off the bottom hinges. And now I'm going to turn the panel out of the way. Next, I'm going to use the flat blade screwdriver, and I'm going to remove the wires from the door switch. And let's put this front panel somewhere safe, out of the way. Alright, so I'm gonna slide my arm in. Be very careful not to cut yourself. And I'm gonna grab this idler pulley arm and push down on it. And I'm gonna take the belt off and let go of it slowly. And I'm gonna take the belt off the motor pulley. Alright, now I'm gonna remove the drum. I'm gonna pull up on the belt. I'm gonna hold it, slide it a little forward here, and I grab the drum and with the belt, and I'm gonna bend this side a little bit on to open it. I'm gonna pull out the drum. All right, let's put the drum down, and I'm going to remove the belt for now. Put it aside. All right, so when we took out this drum assembly, looking from the back, we'll see this bearing sleeve. Check it if it's in a good shape. If you don't see any grooves, then leave it there. If we see that it's worn out, order it and replace it. It's very simple. You just slide it off, and the same way you put it on. Now we're going to turn it this way, and we're going to take out 3 screws that hold the diffuser. And okay, we're looking inside at these 3 screws. This is a Torx 25. I'm using a Torx 25 screwdriver, and we're going to remove these 3 screws. And using the small screwdriver, I'm going to leave the heat diffuser out of the drum. And you can see there's some lint in there, and some lint over there. So we're going to clean that inside before we're going to install a new one in. This is the old heat diffuser next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. All right, let's flip the drum over. Like that. Then I'm going to place this bearing shaft on this drum and match the holes. And next I'm going to insert this Torx 9 screwdriver into one of the holes. It's not necessary to have the Torx 9. You can choose anything, even the nail, as long as it's going to fit in this opening. Now I'm going to put 3 pieces of duct tape over that construction. So we're going to fix it in one position, and then I'm going to fix this screwdriver. Keep it from going back, falling off the hole. Now I'm going to put it on the side and install the heat diffuser. So there's only one way that heat diffuser goes in. You see these grooves here, and if you look on the opposite side, that would be like metal sticking out, and also there's a little dip here, and if you touch these holes, they are sharp, almost like your cheese grater. Turn it around, and this is smooth part. All right, so smooth grooves and little heel here flattened. So this way it goes in, and we're gonna place one hole on that screwdriver. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. All right, now we need to match the holes and install the screw. All right, the most important thing is to align the holes. And I can put the screw in. Don't tighten yet, not all the way. And we're going to install the second screw. Also, one thing, don't push it in. Be nice and very gentle. Now we're going to tighten the first screw. Alright, so now we turn it around, and I'm going to remove the tape and the screwdriver. And I'm going to turn it around again and go back inside to continue the pleasures. And we're installing the last screw and tighten them all. Next, I'm going to slip on the belt. The grooves are down. Place it on this mark. That's where it belongs to. So this portion of the bearing will be inserted into the portion of the bearing over there at the support, bearing support at the back. And we are going to do it right now. So grab it by the belt. Pull it up so it wouldn't catch on anything, and bring it in. I am spreading that wall slightly with my elbow. At this point, we need to use our vision to aim into this opening. Lift it up slightly. wiggle and jiggle, and it's in. Now I'm going to install the belt onto the motor pulley and on the idler pulley. I will use my both hands. It's kind of tricky. I'm going to lift up on the drum and place my left arm in. Be very careful because there's a lot of sharp objects around. Then I'm going to place my right hand in there. Alright, I'm going to place the belt onto the motor pulley. And then I'm going to push the belt to the side. I'm going to bring my second arm in there, in the picture. And I'm going to push the idler pulley and slide the belt onto the pulley. All right. Now I'm gonna try to retrieve my both arms in one piece. All right, I'm gonna bring this panel in, and we are going to connect these two wires to the switch. As you can see, I pulled this cover aside and taped it so it would be out of the way. It's not necessary to do, but I don't want to scratch my skin, and I'm going to install the white wire here on this lead here, and the second one goes right here. I'm now going to take the tape off. I did a very good job on putting the tape on. And next I'm going to install this tab into this slot here on the door. Just like that. To install the front panel, we need to place this bottom 3 slots onto this 3 hooks at the bottom of these dryers. So I'm going to turn it around and slide it on. Alright, so I'm going to bring that front panel in and place it onto the bottom hinges. Next, I'm going to lift up on the drum and slide it in. Remember this sides here? We got 2 tabs on the sides and 2 slots on the front panel. They need to interlock. And now we can secure the front panel with the quarter-inch screws using a nut driver. And now we're going to install the top. We need to put this first in, the rear end. And we need to match these tabs on both sides with the slots inside the top. And push it down. Now we need to open the door so we can install the screws. We're now going to secure the top with a couple of screws. Insert it in, and we need to kind of catch in the upper hole there. Okay, and now I can use the Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to tighten it. And now we can close the door. Alright, next I'm going to install the control panel. We're going to put these 3 tabs at the bottom into the 3 slots. And then we're going to move it to the right from my position. Now going to secure this control panel with 3 screws. Plug the dryer in and check if it's drying properly. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.